Awesome. Yeah. So we at Marketing Boss aim to disrupt the marketing space for law firms. There's a flaw in the system that we aim to address. And the flaw is that most lawyers, they buy marketing services without really fully understanding what it is that they're buying and how it's supposed to work. And a lot of the times, even the best of vendors have their hands full already with executing tactics, and there's a missing link in between the owner and their sales objectives and the vendor's actual execution. And so we come into that space in the middle. So I like to describe us as like the realtor, right? That helps you buy the house, but we don't necessarily sell you the house. There are so many good marketing companies out there, and there's also really bad ones. And if you're a lawyer, you are probably not going to be able to tell the difference because they're already good at marketing themselves. And so at Marketing Boss, we're marketing experts, we're data analysts, and we're coaches. And so we come in and we help guide those decisions with data and with tactics. And we don't get involved necessarily in the execution ourselves. We're not an agency. We don't have a team or anything like that. We use whatever your existing team is. And it's really nice because we've come into situations, for example, where a lawyer will say to us, oh, our marketing team's not working. They're not doing a good job. And we'll get in and we'll audit what's happening. And we'll tell the lawyer, no, you know what? Your PPC vendor's actually getting you pretty good leads. We audited the campaign. The keywords are on point. The ads make sense. They're promising exactly what you do. Your brand everything's on brand. And guess what? Your office is not picking up the phone. And when they do pick up the phone, they're not nice, or they're not qualifying properly. And so that's, one of the fun places where we can get in as the middle person, right? Because it's one thing when your PPC vendor says, oh, it's not my team, it's your team at the front office that's not doing what they need to do with the leads. And then the person, your admin or your secretary or your intake person is going to be like, they're crazy. They're just not wanting to do a good job. Like, we've been into all that drama. And so then we come in and we're like, look, we don't work for them. We work for you. We're telling you, we need to work at the office on qualifying these and connecting with them and doing what's called to get them off the market, right? With law firms, we always have two objectives when it comes to sales and intake. Is we want to connect in a meaningful way so that they want to work with us and establish value, but we also want to get them off the market. Because as you know, especially with PPC, you have people that are not sold on your law firm. They're just kicking tires. They're calling around to see how they feel. And if your person, even if it's a non-legal, like they started yesterday, is warm, friendly, connects, ask them the right questions and make them feel like, hey, I called the right place, you can take them off the market. And even if they don't sign up within a week or, 2 weeks or even months, you got that lead, you got that ROI. So,
yeah, no, that's great. And I feel like you could be the co-founder of my business idea I've had in a long time, which is a retreat for frustrated law firm owners after they've been working with a bad marketing company and to try and come through there. But I think, what instantly I thought, made so much sense is that, I think there's good marketing companies and good law firms, and just sometimes there's not enough time in the day to really like have those conversations about getting to the bottom of what actually is the issue. And so both sides are overworked and don't have a limited amount of time, and so sometimes you have to you're kind of making these like gut level decisions about oh, I don't think it's working, or it's not working the way I want to, when it might actually be working, but it's something else, or, the part that is not working is not what you had initially thought. And I thought that was a really interesting part of what you're able to do with these firms.